Hey guys, so I wanted to do a video on something that I feel very passionate about and I had an experience with very recently. So since I was much younger, when I was homeschooled, I had actually a couple different years, I had entire semesters of learning about the Eastern cultures, specifically in the Middle East. And we learned a lot about Afghanistan and Pakistan and the religion of Islam. And I also did a class later on in high school on the connections between Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Absolutely fascinating. It has caused me to have a very different perspective on a lot of things that are going on the planet right now. I feel like it's really good to be well educated when making decisions about people. It has also made me very passionate about wanting to adopt a child from Pakistan or Afghanistan, namely a girl. It's just something that I'm really passionate about. Anyway, recently, as I'm sure everyone has heard, unless you've been living under a rock, is that the Muslim community has come under insane amount of fire for the actions of the terrorist group ISIL, which is really quite sad. It's like blaming all Christians for the Crusades. It's ridiculous. Most Muslims are extremely peaceful people. If you read the Quran, it does not say anything about killing or things like that. There have been a lot of great videos very recently made by people of the Islamic faith talking about that very thing. I will say that I was raised Christian and then I left the Christian faith in my early 20s, and I don't consider myself having any religion, but I'm very respectful of other people's religions as well. So something that has really come to my attention through videos, through the internet, is how horribly people are treating people that look like Muslims or who are Muslims. And it's really quite sad. There was an article about a girl who was not Muslim who wanted to dress up like her hero for school. They said dress up like a person you respect, and she wanted to dress up like the young woman Malala, who is a huge activist for women and education in the Muslim communities. And she was walking to school and people were harassing her, and we're talking about just in America, just, it's so sad. And she said she almost got hit by a car, and there was guys like giving her the finger and everything, and she felt so unsafe. And my heart went out to her. And I would say that, in my opinion, the thing that really makes a woman stand out on that front would be the headscarf. Often they're not wearing any different clothing, but the headscarf is what really makes them stand out. And recently, since coming to Australia, at the festivals and stuff like that, it's ridiculously sunny. Most people have shawls over their head to keep the sun off. It's very common. In the towns, you don't see it as much, but I saw at the festival, like, a lot of people did it. And the other day, I was in town. I just had a little tank top, and I didn't want to get sunburned, so I had a scarf, and I put it over my head, not really thinking about it. And just to block myself from the sun. And I noticed, and maybe I was being paranoid, because that's also possible when you have this thought, you attract those energies. But I do know there was a couple different people who definitely looked a little longer at me than normal. Kind of gave me like a, not like a bad look, but just kind of like a kind of look, or like a curious, I guess. I don't know. It wasn't like bad, but it wasn't like great either. And I just became extremely self-conscious. Like, it was really weird. Like, at some points I like took like the scarf off my head because I was like, oh my god, this is horrible. I'm literally keeping the sun off and people are judging my faith. First of all, that's ridiculous. And second of all, to judge a person's character based on their faith is just insane to me. I have a couple of Muslim friends, and they are some of the most beautiful, beautiful people I could possibly ever know. So I was just thinking how ridiculous that is. And I personally love the style of the headscarf. Not the hijab, like, it's beautiful, but I wouldn't personally wear the hijab. It's just very restricting on me. But I love the headscarf. I think they're very feminine. I think they're very beautiful. Most Muslim women actually wear it as a sign of honor because they're honoring their faith. It is a sign of covering your physical beauty so that your inner beauty can shine through. That's what I have come to understand. And I think that's a really cool thing. And I'd love to wear headscarves just as a fashion statement for one, but that's also kind of cool as well, and they're beautiful and la-di-da. So I kind of had this idea while I was walking down the street and feeling a little judged. What if we just made it a fashion statement? Women who are not Muslim wearing headscarves. It's great for keeping the sun off. They're beautiful. Add an extra pop of color. They're awesome. And the best part would be that if everyone's wearing headscarves, no one can get judged for it. And I think that would be a really cool thing, kind of a solidarity to our sisters who are just trying to function and just want to wear what they fucking want to wear because they've decided it's important to them. I want to wear crystals. I want to, I want to wear certain things because it represents who I am. It is important to me. And I think it's horrible that we would discriminate on someone solely for what they're wearing on their head. And I think that's really ignorant. Most people think the women wear the headscarves because they're being oppressed. Most women choose to wear the headscarf of their own accord, especially, maybe not in the Middle East, but certainly in America, and a lot of women do. And I think it's really important that we honor that just like any other religion. So I was thinking about kind of doing a solidarity thing and start wearing a headscarf, not all the time, but because I like it and I think it's pretty, and just to kind of maybe make the cushion for Muslim women a little softer, because if lots of women are wearing them, you won't be able to then tell who's Muslim or who's not, just like the shoes you wear or anything else. So if anyone's interested in that, I'd love to see if you guys would do that with me. Maybe do like a hashtag or something on Instagram if you have one on, and be like, hey, I don't know, maybe like solidarity with my Muslim sisters or something like that. Come up with a hashtag. Maybe comment down below what you think the hashtag should be. I think it'd be great. I probably won't wear one all the time, but I'm definitely going to wear one in the sun. They're really great and very comfortable. So let me know what you guys think about this. I think it's really important that we, just don't, let's not just not add to the problem. Let's start working on fixing the problem. If you just step back, there's still shitty stuff going on. If you make a concerted effort to change and shift, it might actually get better. So, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Also, check out my other videos from earlier today and yesterday. I did some tarot readings. My social media links are down in the description below. Have a wonderful day, you guys. Namaste. Blessings.